Welcome to the video. As you may have seen in the title, the color option known as Siberian Ice has been discontinued for the current and future year models of the Genesis G70. Now, why am I making a video on this and why do I think it's worth mentioning? Well, first off, this color option, Siberian Ice, is a super cool and a super unique color, and I argue it is one of the absolute best looking colors for the Genesis G70. If you're someone who's considering buying this car, I strongly urge you to try and find one in this color option and look at it in person. Strong emphasis on looking at this paint color in person. Now, the reason I say that is because this paint color in pictures and videos literally does not look anything remotely similar to how it does in real life. You just gotta go see it with your own two physical eyeballs. Now, the best way to describe this color to someone who has not seen it in person is it's kind of like a whitish gray with like a blue hue. And what's also neat about it is that it also changes colors depending on the time of day. And especially around evening hours, this color looks so good, let me tell you. But again, you just have to go see one in person because pictures, videos, me describing it to you, it's just not going to do it any justice. Now, the first time I saw this paint option on this car, I was totally blown away. And at that moment, I was like, all right, I cannot have this car in any other color option. I don't care if it takes me a year or two to hunt one of these downs. I will have this car in this color. And lo and behold, here I am, present day. Her name's Elsa. She's named after the ice princess Elsa from Disney because, you know, like Siberian Ice, ice princesses and snow. Yeah, okay. It just makes sense in my head, all right? It doesn't have to make sense to you. It makes sense to me. She's my girl. All right, moving on. Now, because this color option has been discontinued, if you're wanting to purchase a G70 in the Siberian Ice color, you're going to be limited to the 2022 year models and some of the very early 2023 year models. That's if you're wanting the new design refresh. My car that you're looking at right here was one of the last 2023 year models that got the Siberian Ice paint option before it was discontinued, which is kind of cool and makes my car worth like an extra $50,000, right? Okay, yeah, probably not. Anywho, the 2019 year models and previous also have the Siberian Ice color option as well. So if you're not keen on the 2022 refresh, you can get this color on the previous year models. But again, if you are considering buying the Genesis G70 used, definitely try to find one in the Siberian Ice color. And you should definitely also check out my buyer's guide video, which is linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen if you're considering buying this car. Now, as I stated earlier in the video, I think Siberian Ice is the best color for this car, and I wanted to explain why I think that. I'm also going to share what I think is the worst color option for this car, so stay tuned for that. Now, obviously, this is all subjective to one's own taste and preferences, but hear me out. And I want to begin by saying this. I think that the color of a vehicle can make or break it in terms of wow factor, how eye-catching it is, and its overall curb appeal. So on this G70, I think that the Siberian Ice color complements all the features, accents, colors, and design edges on this vehicle extremely well, and it just really makes everything in this car come together and pop a lot more than all the other color options available. The white color options, while they look decent, they just don't quite have that same luster and wow factor that the Siberian Ice brings to this car. The color Siberian Ice is the perfect way to showcase its beauty and character. That's why I think it is the best color for the Genesis G70 and why I recommend for you to check it out yourself. So like I was just saying, a color can make or break a car depending on how well it accents it. And so now I wanted to talk about what I think is the absolute worst color for this car. And that color is the red option available for the G70, what Genesis calls Havana Red. It's a color that lacks vibrancy and personality, as well as any contrast or harmony with the car's other features. It just does not work on this car. Red is my favorite color, and I love it in most things in life, but it just does not work on the G70. It's a color that is very common and generic, and it makes the car blend in with the crowd rather than standing out. It makes the G70 look like an everyday, ordinary, boring car, whereas the Siberian Ice color, or even the white color options for that matter, help to give the car just that extra pizzazz to grab your attention and just help contrast the car a lot better. So again, that's just my opinion, and you might disagree, which is perfectly fine. But I do want to know what you guys, as the viewers, think of the color options on the G70. What is your favorite color option? What do you think looks best? Drop a comment below and let me know what color option you're going to put on your Genesis G70. As always, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you would like to see more Genesis content like this in the future, be sure to smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate your viewership, and for those who are subscribed, I really appreciate your subscribership. Also, be sure to check out all my other Genesis videos as well. I've linked a playlist to them at the end of this video. And with that, I'm going to end this video and say goodbye. Stay glossy, my friends.